So then guys, let's talk about the iMac, and specifically I want to talk to you about the 24-inch iMac, where we could be getting an upgrade of an M5 put inside of it this year in 2025. And I want to give you all the details about this and what other changes that we could potentially see with the new version of the iMac, which is a little brief history lesson where we are with the current iMac. So, just at the end of 2024, we actually got an update to the iMac, and it was actually the first Mac out there to get the M5 put inside of it, or the first one to be actually announced out there. But what actually came along with the iMac at that time was that we actually got some new colors introduced to it, and also finally we got a USB-C keyboard, and also Magic Mouse, and also we got a few other little bits and changes on the actual design, mainly to do with its color, like I said before. But essentially one of the big kind of upgrades that was put inside of it, of course, was the M4 chip, and also the minimum amount of RAM that was also put inside of it. We now got the 10-core CPU, what you could actually pick now, and up to 10-core GPU too inside of this. Obviously there is a bin down version as well, but with that sort of 10-core one, you can also get 16 gigabytes of RAM actually paired with it, and also 24 gigabytes of RAM too. So this was really, really cool to see that Apple actually gave this offering out there, that we've actually got a baseline of 16 gigabytes of RAM. Storage though, however, for the baseline of this iMac stayed at 256 gigabytes, so this was a little bit disappointing to see. But essentially though, the iMac is still a fantastic device out there. With its 23.5-inch display or 24-inch display and its kind of vibrant kind of colors, it's definitely a great kind of Mac to actually have out there, you know, at your home, you know, if you want to use it for kind of your daily kind of emails, checking the web and things like this. And also I've seen it out like in restaurants and also offices. It's definitely a great Mac to have on your desk to just do kind of sort of daily kind of work out there. So yeah, definitely a great system. But then, what about the next generation of the iMac? What kind of changes are we going to see here? Well, essentially, I believe that the next generation of the iMac, there isn't really going to be too much differences compared to, say, the M4 model. Probably the biggest change of all is all going to happen underneath it. There's not going to be a new design this time round. Maybe it's going to be another generation or two before that actually happens. But this time for the M5, we are going to still get the exact same design. Maybe Apple might introduce a new color this time as well. We'll just have to wait and see on that. But where there are going to be changes, like I said, is happening underneath the hood of this. To start with, we're going to have the M5 put inside of this. This is the biggest change of all. And I'll tell you about the core counts in just a second, what's going to come with that. But one of the advantages what the M5 will give us, it will actually give us Thunderbolt 5 capabilities on the standard M5. So in the previous generation, you had to have the M4 Pro, or you had to have the likes of the M4 Max or M3 Ultra, if we want to go there, to actually get the likes of Thunderbolt 5, but the standard M4 does not come with it. It's got Thunderbolt 4. So we will be getting these ports with it, and depending on which version of the iMac you pick, you'll either get 4 of these ports or 2 of these ports and 2 USB-C ports, normal ones on the back too. So yeah, just be aware of that, but Thunderbolt 5 is definitely on the cards here. It's going to be upgraded to that, so that's some really, really great news to hear. The other thing what's also most likely to change is all to do with storage this time. 256 gigabytes has been the minimum amount of storage, and it's more than likely that Apple are going to push this up. Ever since we've had even the M1 iMac, it was 256 gigabytes, and that was back in 2021. We're 2025 now, coming to the end of 2025. We're going back to go into the other half, and yeah, it's definitely going to need to be upgraded to 512 gigabytes as the minimum amount, and I think this is going to be the time where Apple are going to be looking to do that upgrade. So yeah, this is really exciting to see that going to be happening. But then for the actual M5 chip, well, we're expecting it to be around about 25% faster than what we have with the M4. And when I say 25% faster, I'm talking about everything together. So I'm talking single core, GPU, you know, kind of performance. We're talking neural engine kind of performance. All of this together gives us about an average of 25% more. But the cores are also going to be changing. So this time we're going to probably get the bin version of the M5 with its cores, but the actual maximum amount of cores this time we're probably going to get is still probably a 10-core CPU. And of course, that will still give us 6 efficiency cores and also give us 4 performance cores. But something that might change this time around is also the GPU cores might actually get increased up to 12 cores. It was actually the M2 chipset in its GPU actually gave us up to 10 cores, and it hasn't been increased along the M3, the M4. So this is definitely giving a good opportunity to do that. It's unlikely the CPU cores are going to be done because they were just done with the M4. So yeah, probably for the actual GPU, a 12-core GPU is probably going to be introduced this time round, and that is going to be really, really amazing to see inside of it. Something else what is amazing is something with an M4 chip inside of it is this MacBook Air, what I am giving away to one lucky subscriber this Sunday, the 29th of July. So that's right guys, the time has come to give away this MacBook Air, and in fact I've made a video about it, about the actual giveaway and more details about it, and that's in the description below, including a form to fill in and things like this, so definitely do check that out. But one of the requirements to enter into this giveaway is that I'd like you to leave down in the comments below of what technology gear you're hoping to get in 2025. Maybe it is going to be a new MacBook Air, maybe it's going to be a new iMac, maybe it's going to be nothing to do with Apple whatsoever. It could be, say, a Nintendo Switch 2, an RTX graphics card, or something else completely different. Just let me know in the comments below. Like I said guys, check out that other video in the description because it does give you information of a form to fill in and also the instructions of the actual live stream, and also, you know, when the time and date is going to be for that. So definitely check out that other video and the instructions in that too. But for this MacBook Air, what I'm giving away to subscriber, well, it's actually also been spec'd up as well. It's actually got the full M4 inside it, the full fat version I like to call it. So this is the 10-core CPU, the 10-core GPU, 24 gigabytes of RAM, and it's also got 512 gigabytes of storage too. So yeah, this is going to be given away to one lucky subscriber. But the last thing I just want to quickly say about the actual giveaways is that sadly there are still lots of scammers and spammers out there. People still impersonating me, turning to WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram direct message. Please do ignore these people. Best to see right here. Please do report them. So moving on from this then, what about the release date and also the price for the new iMac? So let's start out then with the release date. So for the last 2 generations, the M3 and also the M4 iMac, they've come available or been announced at the end of October time and then kind of came available in early November time. And more than likely that if there is going to be an M5 iMac, this is also going to be the same time we're going to have it. It's going to be the end of October, beginning of November when it'll be announced, and very shortly, a week or 2 later after that, that is when you'll be able to get your hands on the brand new iMac 24-inch. But then for price-wise, well, right now the baseline version of the M4 iMac starts at $1,300, so $1,299 essentially. But then if you wanted to have, say, the full spec CPU version of this one, that was the bin kind of version. So, you know, the full spec, kind of all the cores, 10 cores of CPU and GPU right now with the M4, and also all the ports being Thunderbolt 4 right now. Well, that actually puts you back at $1,500, and also you get a gigabit Ethernet too. But what I would be saying is that if you do want to get, say, that baseline one at $1,299 US, more than likely that price is going to stay the same for the M5. Like I said, you will get the binned version of that, of the CPU cores. Maybe you won't get all the Thunderbolt 5 ports, things like this. You won't get that gigabit Ethernet and other little bits and pieces too. But what I would be saying is that price point is probably going to stay exactly the same unless tariffs interfere. Obviously, tariffs haven't interfered too much with Apple at the moment, but this could still change. We'll have to wait and see. And of course, if you live in other parts of the world, obviously depending on import taxes, your currency compared to the US dollar, how much it compares to, this also does have big impacts as well. So we'll just have to wait and see what is going to happen there. But right now, I would still base it lining it at the base model at $1,300 for this new iMac. But with that as well, guys, that is the latest and greatest we've heard about it. Are you excited for the new iMac 24-inch M5? Is this something that you're going to be getting? Well, let me know in the comments below. And with that as well, guys, it's time to wrap up this video too. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. As always, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews, and also comparisons, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell. Until next time, guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye-bye.